Guess what? We're back.
I never know what he's going to say, so it tracks me.
I just crack her up all the time. Yeah, I get up like that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I make myself laugh.
It's Rod and Jen here. We want to chat about a couple of things concerning real estate.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some real estate.
So, things I want to bring up just for a little bit that you guys may or may not know in the real estate space as it relates to buying and selling houses, the traditional way as homeowners, okay? You would typically get a real estate agent to help you buy and sell a house. Well, there was a major lawsuit that has come about where the National Association of Realtors and several other brokerages and other similar organizations are being sued by a group of sellers who've gotten together and decided that they don't want to have to pay the commission as we traditionally have looked to them to do. There's never been a requirement for them to do it. No one's ever made any mandates for the seller to pay for both agents' fees. But there's a lot of ruffling of feathers that has come about. And so now this lawsuit has come down. It's a $418 million lawsuit where the seller is saying, I should not feel obligated to pay the commission for the buyer and the seller agents. So if you are a buyer and you are looking for a house, there might be a potential where you may have to pay your agent and you may not have to. Just want to make you aware. Just wanted to throw that out there. That's a big deal in the real estate space.
In this country, and I love this country, serve this country, love this country, would never want to live in any other country. Other than I would like to own some property in other countries. We're so litigious, and why do we love? We are just always somebody trying to sue somebody.
I know. It's unfortunate.
We just all get along.
So we're just trying to help people buy.
Do we have to find something
To fight about.
to sue about? Why can't we be about solving problems and not suing somebody and creating a problem? Because that right there is the creation of a problem. There was nothing broken with 6% commission. And you understand that if you sell your property, and we sell a lot of property, and even though we're a brokerage, we do sell ourselves, but we also do pay other brokers and other real estate agents. We don't cry about it, we pay. And we've been doing that for the entire time.
He's not a real estate broker. I'm not throwing out any fees of any sort whatsoever. There is no number coming out of my mouth in terms of percentages.
She don't have to say it. That's why I'm not a real estate broker. That's why. So for those of you listening and say, I'm a real estate agent, you can't say, I can say whatever I want. I'm not a real estate agent. Okay. She is. I'm not. She's a broker. I'm not a broker. I'm telling you my opinion, and my opinion is if something's not broke, don't try to fix it. Okay? And that was not broken, but some folks somewhere, probably in California, I don't know where they were because I don't really know, but I'm gonna guess they were out that way. And they decided they're gonna get together and sue somebody because they don't think they should have paid
What I'm saying to you is that everything is negotiable. There is no solid fee amount or what have you. It's all negotiable.
You should
That's
say
the thing.
that because she's saying politically correct.
It is correct.
So that's politically correct.
So why don't you share that with you? You can do the research.
Share.
It's out there.
Shared. Now I've shared.
Research
Suing people for
and
things where
understanding.
there's not a problem. That's what I'm saying. For all you sue folks, stop suing people. Okay. But anyway, now what I do want to tell you though,
What do we want to talk about?
I want to talk about the fact that, okay, in most cities, and we're in an area that, you know, something fucking heck out of me. I got a spot right there on my shirt. It's gonna have to stay there because I'm not changing. And if y'all see it, I wasn't eating anything, so maybe I drink something. I don't know. Got a spot on my shirt, but anyway. So, see, but you see more there than you see when you look in the mirror. Sometimes.
So true.
What I think that we probably should really consider for us investors, people that are really interested in real estate. Everybody's fighting in the same little area, scrambling and grabbing for the same stuff. Now, we've done this, and we don't mind sharing this. We're buying in rural counties, and we're buying all over Virginia, and we'll go in other rural areas. We're not restricted to Virginia. But these rural counties that are small communities, I went out and drove, an hour and 45 minutes to look for four lots you told me about? Way out in some little town. It was the cutest little town. I've lived in Virginia, born and raised here, but never heard of this little town. We drove all the way out some little country roads and did find some lots and a beautiful little lake. I forgot to tell you, had a nice little lake out there. And lots were like $7,000, $8,000 a piece, something like that. Now, that's probably almost unheard of these days where you think you can find a piece of buildable land for
Mhm.
$8,000. But it was. But we're looking in these areas and we're buying and building. And what it's allowing us to do is if we get the land cheap enough, and then we can build what we consider workforce housing. I can build houses in the range of 250 and under 300,000, which may sound high to some people, but you don't find a lot of new houses anywhere for under $300,000 anymore, unless you
Sure.
in Montana, Idaho, Wyoming,
Even then,
and
maybe
some
not.
places, and even then you might not find it. So we're saying that a suggestion is, be willing to look out a little further.
Mhm.
And some of these little communities are really quaint. They're really nice. And people don't mind now with telecommuting. And if they're within an hour of a major
Mhm.
city, even an hour and a half.
Yeah.
People are actually making that commute and buying themselves new houses. So one of the videos that you're going to find on our Instagram or my Instagram is kind of logging the progress of us building out in this rural area where we've got these 6 lots. And I think I posted some videos of us on the big excavator ripping down the trees and us walking around in the woods out there. Interesting stuff. I would recommend highly some deep woods off, and all those other biting things are not your favorite thing. You definitely want to do that first. But anyway,
Mhm.
so we're going to be building out there, and I'm going to be showing you guys that, and we're going to talk about price. And price point on that is probably one of the most reasonable houses that I will be building this year. It's going to be built out there. We're not doing anything fancy. It will not have granite. It will not have hardwood floors. It won't have any of the stuff that it will not have gold faucets and all those kind of things. But it's going to be a really nice base level house. And if
Mhm.
someone chose to buy it, my theory is you buy, and then as you can upgrade certain features yourself. You can eventually put granite tops in and swap your tops out. You can put better fixtures in. You can put ceiling fans in. You can add a small deck on the back. You can put a detached garage because these lots are really nice and they're fairly large.
Yeah.
And you will have yourself a beautiful place in a rural setting, and it's so quiet, it's so nice out there.
So this is the part that he loves the most.
Okay.
So typically to get a building permit, it takes
Oh my God.
Wow.
Let's not
depending on
talk, in case any of our building permit people are listening, we love you, building permit officials.
So it
And
depends
we
on what
love the
city
counties
you're
that we
in.
work
Some of the bigger cities, of course, there's a lot more steps and paperwork and process,
Bureaucracy.
departments,
Bureaucracy.
and whatever.
Uh,
It takes a while longer than we would hope.
Yeah.
But if you
Way
go to the rural cities, I'm talking a day or two, and it's
I
done.
mean, look, I'm gonna put them on shout again. And just God bless them. I love these people. I went down there to Great Oak, Emporia, Virginia, and man, they gave us Snicker bars and candy, and we sat there and
Now,
chatted
if you
about
don't
stuff.
get a town, you will get a ticket.
They will give you a ticket. Now they love
You speed.
Yeah, you do need to be speeding, but for people that's got left foot like myself,
You gotta be careful.
You need to check your speed.
People are super nice.
But but we went in there, super nice people.
Mhm.
We had great conversation. We chatted. We told them what we were doing. They told us. Now of course we paid. Every
They're
city
gonna charge you
every city gonna hit you
nicely.
Yeah, they were nice about it though.
If you got that permit,
Hey, I got a permit in 2 days. I've been doing this for 30 years. I think this is the first time for a new house. Let me correct that. Now, for a kitchen renovation or a bathroom or something, yes, I've gotten a permit in a day or so. Building a house,
not so much.
no. But I had standard plans, package plans, which were already code, at prefabricated trusses with engineered stamps. So there were some factors with this because I don't want people to go down there with, a piece of paper with a drawing on the back and say, well, I didn't get my permit. And Rod said, I came down. I'm not telling you there are things you need to do. But,
Do it right.
but if it's done right, they were very reasonable to deal with. It was really quite pleasant. It really was. And it was Yeah, it was a
Looking forward to working there and putting up these new builds and providing housing for people in that region. We've had
Yeah.
calls already, and we haven't even started. So
So
I
if you
think
want a
that
house
the price
in
that
the
it's
under 300 range, you better call it.
yeah, the price that it's going to be. And I think the moral of the story is that sometimes you have to go out a little bit further to get what you want.
Yeah,
And then who knows? 5 to 7 years from now, that area will have grown and there'll be more shopping
no doubt,
nearby,
no doubt.
and then you
Yeah,
will
you'll be so
gain a
happy.
lot of equity because you took the not even the chance, but you've made a decision
Right.
to go out a little bit further. And like I said,
Like,
you
when
can
was the
work
best
from
time to
home.
plant a tree?
10 years ago
What's the second best time?
today.
What's the best
So-
time to buy a house?
Geez, I wish I'd have bought one when I was a little girl.
And it's the second best time.
Now,
So
exactly.
that's it for us for today. We'll keep coming back. Jen's going to be doing a podcast for you ladies. I'm
am.
going to tell you that she's kind of focusing on some lady stuff. I guess us men can probably eavesdrop. We can hear us on this anyway. We might not want to, because who knows what
You don't want to.
Who knows?
You might
Who
learn.
knows what,
You
who
you'll
knows
learn a
what
lot.
they're going to be talking about.
You'll
But
learn
she
a lot.
is. And I think my daughter's going to jump on and some other things. So I'm sure they're going to have some fun. So we'll let you know about that. BRodandGen360.com. You'll be able to find it on there. And we're working on somebody to handle our production stuff and
Mhm.
all that stuff that
We
you
talked about doing a podcast together.
we're
We're
kind
going
of
to interview some.
yeah. Well, we're gonna probably do that. We've got some good
Local.
people. I said I had some shady folks, and you laughed because you were like, "We don't know shady people." But
No, we
there's
don't.
shady people everywhere.
We know them, but we don't do business.
I'm not saying I use them for business. I
Mhm.
find them entertaining
Mm-hmm.
because I'm always trying to figure out why would you want to be shady and do it that way. But some people just love being shady.
Shady people have been around since
There
the
was a
beginning
song,
of
Slim
time.
Shady, wasn't it?
Look at Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
One of them was
Yeah, it was a little shady.
a little shady.
Some shady characters in the
Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah, for sure. That's where I'm going.
For sure.
They've been around since the beginning of time, and they will
Yeah.
probably be here when we're gone.
Judas was a little shady.
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. He regretted it later. See, that's what happens with shady people.
They regret it later. Some
Yeah.
of them do.
A lot of them do.
Mhm.
I think a lot of them do. When they get caught.
God, that's what I'm saying. That part right there.
Well, hey guys, I hope you guys know this because one of the things that Jen and I are very passionate about and have always really desired to do is to really motivate and encourage people. And in all ways, I mean, in life and your gifting, your family, just being prosperous and well. It's important to us. We live that way. We love that. And we like to do that also in the marketplace with what we've been so blessed to learn how to do. And the Lord's really, really blessed us in this area.
Yeah.
We have a lot of knowledge. And, sometimes people have knowledge and they take it for granted. We really appreciate the knowledge that we, obtained over the years and just all the many things that we've touched. And we like blessing people with that knowledge and information, especially people that are eager
Yeah.
to do things with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to encourage you, don't just sit around and keep thinking about it. Be about it. Get out and do something about it and change the future for your family and change your legacy and really, make a difference. Okay.
Yep.
So that's our word for the day. God bless you. Peace.
Start small, start local.
Okay.